Oh,
Smoke away.
now we're live. Hi. Hey, everybody. It's Melissa, the Dolphin Poet. It's my show, Reality Rehab, and I'm here with Doug and Jon. Jon, why don't you say hi to everybody?
Hello, everyone. It's Comedy Jonah. I'm in New York, getting ready for the Big Brother premiere party tomorrow night. Dylan had to unfortunately step out because he's busy being fabulous. So I have stepped in as co-host at Reality Rehab. And who else do we have with us on the phone?
That's your
Where?
cue, Doug.
Oh, me, sorry.
You're on the
Doug
phone.
Cheatham. Doug Cheatham, professional alcoholic amateur comedian.
Hey, don't take my title.
So, how is everybody doing today?
Really good, Melissa. How are you?
I'm excellent. Are we still selling BB Live feeds, Jon? Should
We are
mention
still
them?
selling. They are. They're not 25% off anymore. They're 20%. And you can still get them on our website at yourrealityrecaps.com. The logo's everywhere. So get your feeds. And don't forget to tune in to our live streaming broadcast of the Big Brother premiere party. The party starts at 8, or I should say the premiere starts at 8, but we will be there 2 hours before live streaming it. So
Will there be dogs in the background?
there will not be dogs.
I apologize.
Just whores and drug addicts, but no dogs.
Yay! Fun!
What about horse?
That might be just as much drama as going on
They
across the
bark.
street.
They bark. They bark.
They do.
But they only have 2 legs, though.
If you
I
like
will
me
say
to, I
that
could
link
go
to buy the live
commit
feeds
some
is
animal
right on the
cruelty.
homepage. It's the same. Oh, that's exactly the kind of promotion we need.
Exactly. And we said you could smoke, but you cannot be cruel to animals. You can be cruel to yourself,
All right.
but you
I'm
can't be
just
cruel to
kidding.
animals.
Yeah, we're all about self-harm here.
No, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Bad joke. Sorry.
There's no bad jokes in comedy.
Yeah, anyway, so Doug, you blogged Last Comic Standing for us. Are you enjoying that show? I caught up last night. I actually kind of prefer the older version a little more.
I do too. The newer version is not as good as the old one. They had, in my opinion, they had a lot better comics on there. The Jimmy Schubert is probably the last good comic they've got left on that show this year. I think they made a mistake by cutting out some of the other guys like Kurt Metzger and Mike Vecchione, 2 great New York comedians. What I really didn't get was they cut out Kurt Metzger, who is a writer for the Amy Schumer show, and Amy Schumer is a mentor. So apparently Kurt's good enough to write for Amy, Amy's good enough to mentor, but Kurt wasn't good enough to make it through their show. So, and I could talk about that for 20 minutes, but I won't. But now it's weird. It's weird this year. Hopefully Jimmy wins it all. I think he's the sharpest comedian they've got on there, 25-year comic veteran, and just an overall nice guy. So hopefully he takes it all. But we'll see. You know how reality TV is. What you expect to happen never does.
What do you think of the judges? Do you like the judges?
I do think that was one thing they did good this year. They've got Roseanne, who, if you think she doesn't know anything about comedy, you're wrong.
Right.
Keenan Ivory Wayans, great stand-up, great sketch comedian. And you've got Russell Peters. What was he, 18 years in now, and he's selling out amphitheaters across the world. So great decision on the judges. I will give them that. They've got the judges right this year.
But aren't the judges the one that's eliminating the comments? Like, do you think it's because maybe they kind of had a bad set? I mean, you do comedy, I've done comedy before too, and then sometimes you just have an off night, right?
Comedy contests are weird. One night you're going to do great. I've been on the winning side and losing side, and sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't.
Exactly.
And God, I look bloated on camera. Jesus Christ.
I'm shiny. It's so humid here in New York that I actually can see myself in my forehead from the camera.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like one of those mirror things where it just takes forever to infinity. Whatever.
For anybody watching, I'm sorry. I look crude on my phone, whereas Melissa and John are on professional web cameras. Mine broke. So, sorry.
I was going to say, whenever you want to get on a professional webcam, go ahead. You have our permission. But you look great. It's like we're calling into the past. So, Melissa and I are in the future.
Exactly.
Yes, we're in the future.
Yeah.
You know what? One thing I get is Melissa said in a Facebook message the other night she's 36, and I got to call bullshit on that. There is no way she is 36 years old.
I am 36.
So
you
look
20. You look 22. How does that happen?
Good genes.
Doug, it's alcohol comedy. Man. That's what it does. Look at me. I cut my arm off and got the rings.
No kids, I think, actually, is what really helps.
Yeah, that probably did it. I'll be 38 Saturday, and look at me. I look like I'm 52.
No, you don't.
Gray hair.
So, Doug,
Yeah.
Well, I've got a few, like, right up here. They're coming in. I think the newspaper did that.
They really stick out, let me tell you.
I'm sure they do. But Doug, you have some CDs coming out, don't you?
I've got 2 CDs out now. I just produced 2 other guys, Dale Hilton and Vernon Davis. He goes by the stage name Longhorn. They're all out at www.finemaltcomedy.com. You can get them all there, and forget me. I want to get those 2 guys going. I've sold enough of my own, so I'd really like to see those 2 guys get to selling some CDs. So for anybody listening, go support the cause.
And where can they find that at, Doug?
FineMaltComedy.com, and then on July 1st, you can currently get mine on iTunes and Google and any digital outlet, and on July 1st you can get both of those.
Awesome.
Excellent. So, what else do you have going on, Doug? This is your time. You can promote whatever you want.
That's all I got. Support Dale Hilton and Longhorn.
Not just his time, Melissa. It's your time too, girl.
Well, I got nothing going on.
Where are your notes, sweetheart? You're a host.
Yes, but he's the guest. It's all about him.
Send Melissa some design work. She's very talented. Everybody should get behind her and be sending her graphic design. She's a genius. I feel bad that she's not like some professional in a faraway city.
Well, yeah. What are you gonna do?
So there's your plug, Melissa. What kind of design work do you want sent to you?
Well, I mostly do kind of flyers, like, I do all the graphics for the show.
You do?
And I do.
Awesome.
I didn't make the overlays, though. Eric had full control of that. I'm doing some comedy flyers for somebody else, and, if you're going to be at the Big Brother 16 premiere party tomorrow, I'm designing something that will be available there as well.
Yes, and then also, are you going to kind of just do what you did with us at Reality Rally?
Maybe. Maybe.
That was brilliant.
I know, it was fun.
What you did with Christina and I still laugh about that. How you had it all blacked out when the Chicago mob wife was talking to me.
I still laugh at that one, too. Although I really like the one with the guy from Hell's Kitchen, too. About Gordon Ramsay and the size of his big knife.
Rich Mancini, yeah.
And then the one with Liza and Jesse is another one of my favorites. Like, every time I look at Liza's little thought speech bubble, it just cracks me up. Because I can totally hear her saying it. I should really post those on a blog somewhere, because you have to go pretty far back on my Twitter to find those now.
John, where do you do comedy at? You do comedy full time, or?
I was kind of doing it full time, and then I got into a relationship, but I was doing it in Los Angeles a lot. I was doing it kind of regularly at the Comedy Store on Sunset, and then just kind of all over Los Angeles, opening shows, hosting shows, and then even in Seattle, and then got into a relationship, and I'm just so busy. I kind of had to choose, you know, where I was going to spend my time. So I chose my relationship, and now you have me online.
And
Your
apparently
reality recaps.
somebody has a call.
I told him to go away.
Oh, that's good.
That is quite the phone. It broadcasts, it rings. Mine doesn't even do that much.
It's a router
Yeah.
for in the house on the computer. It's God bless T-Mobile. They've done me right lately. I'll give them that.
Well, Sprint just bought them, right?
Oh, please don't tell me that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sprint bought T-Mobile.
Emerging.
Oh no. I don't like that.
All right,
movie.
back to Verizon we go.
And that's no joke. So I'm actually kind of liking Last Comic Standing. When was the last time it was on? What was last season? Like, it was a couple years ago at least, right?
Been what?
I think so.
3-4 years? Let's see.
Yeah, at least two or three.
At least
Yeah.
3 years.
So,
I've never.
you know, when it first started.
I don't.
No, go ahead. That's where I'm going.
With the format. I don't agree with the format this year. They invited 100 people. There's no open auditions. There's nothing like that. And you know, you've got veterans mixed in with newer comics. If they want to do a Last Comic Standing with veterans, that'd be a good idea. But you know, let anybody that wants to come out, like a cattle call, if you will, to get known. Some of these guys. Which I'm going to call BS. If Jimmy Schubert does not win that show this year, that's just a disservice, because that guy's a 25-year vet, and you've got newer people, and that just should be no match in the comedy world. You know how it works.
I do know how it works, and you know, sometimes too the problem with those cattle calls is it's like American Idol. You get those ones that can't sing, or I'm in a clown costume and I think I'm funny, you know, and it's a long day. I have driven by like the Hollywood Improv, and I got there really early, and I was going to stand in line, and they cut the line off. I mean, it was around the block in the neighborhood, and, you know, I was watching some dog take a shit on the lawn, and they're like, nope, sorry, we just cut the line off right here. And I mean, this was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and they weren't going to start showing people till like 1 that day, so I don't know. I kind of liked the idea that they kind of invited people. They went to different comedy clubs and thought, you know what, this person kind of has a different perspective on things and stuff. And some of the people now I kind of agree. I'm not sure if they should be there, but I'm glad Jimmy's there.
Jimmy, and like I said, he should win it. I think there was a comedian at a Kansas City, you know, hometown supporter here, but AJ Finney got invited to the show, and they didn't even show a clip of his, and that guy is a very, very talented. I don't know what their method to the madness is, but I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. I do like the fact that they're doing the where you have to be a tour guide at Universal Studios, and they're going to have a roast and a skit. You have to do an interview with Ellen DeGeneres. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
I'm really looking forward to that too. And also too, like what they used to have, remember when they would go into the booth and be like, I think I'm funnier than Doug, you know.
I love that.
Did you guys like that?
I really
Sorry guys, I gotta
part
lose
of the
my
show.
headphones.
Like, they all lived in the house. You remember that, John? They all had to live in the house together, and then they'd go on these little trips and go do like what's wrong with that?
You
like,
see them writing on their notepad, and then they have to like do a set immediately, or
It is way
that was
too
what,
American
season 1
Idol
and
now.
2 they did that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I was really into it, because it was kind of like Big Brother, but for comics. And then it just like I don't understand why they changed it, unless they wanted to keep.
Without the live feed, thank God.
Oh, live feeds on that show would have been amazing. Can you imagine? I would love that.
Oh my God, they think Big Brother 15 was bad with the language and all the comments.
Oh my God, right?
Last Comic Standings in a house with a live feed. Please, they would look like choir children compared to that.
Yeah. No.
You guys lose me on that. I have never watched a season 1 of Big Brother.
Oh, you're missing out. I mean, it's cheap entertainment.
Totally.
Should I watch it?
You should watch it. And you should buy the live feeds from us.
Yeah.
You know, the website that you blog on.
It's a good show. If you like to watch people deal with trauma and stab each other in the back, and although it's going to be really different this year, I think, because of all the twists. Too many twists, if you ask me.
Oh, totally. And the 2-night premiere, too, is insane. It's crazy.
Everybody speaks highly of it. I just don't have a lot of time for TV. That's my problem.
Well, you have 5 kids, right? That doesn't leave you a lot of time.
I do. That I know of. There could be more.
5 children. Oh my God. You have 5 children? What are the age ranges?
I do, but I'm white, so they're all by one woman. It's one boy. That was a joke. Don't anybody out there get offended. Don't start sending hate mail to reality.
Boring, Doug.
Don't start sending hate mail to reality recap.
That's okay. I'll go to Eric. None of us are gonna have to deal with that. I'll be Eric.
That's hilarious. So one woman, is she white?
She is.
Okay.
She 4 girls.
Well, that's why when you said I'm only 38, because you have 5 girls. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the oldest two are starting to get into dating age, so my gray hair is going to expand enormously here in the next year or two.
I need a Xanax just hearing that, okay?
Yeah, right?
Where's my shaker?
Teenage girls are the worst. And I was one. True.
So yeah. 20 years ago, huh, Melissa?
Yeah. Yeah, 20 years ago. I was 16. Yeah, 20 years.
Here,
I'm not
you and our guest are going to have to walk with me. I need another drink.
Oh, see. Where's your drink, John?
My drink is in. I have to go get my drink after this.
Oh.
Now it's like a reality show to walk through the house and go through the dogs and the light changes and
it's Doug's live feeds.
Doug's live feeds.
Okay,
you ever wanted to get a refrigerator?
See what you have in there.
Oh, you want to see in the fridge? No, I'm not going to show people that. That's bad.
Why? Uh-oh. Somebody has a dead spot in their house.
Yeah. So how's New York, John? Are you enjoying yourself?
Awesome. Love New York.
So you're not staying with Eric. I can't imagine why you're staying with Eric.
Because he would hit on me all the time, and I just cannot fight him off and host a show at the same time, okay?
Right.
I'm only one woman. I can't do it all.
Exactly. So who are you most looking forward to seeing tomorrow at the premiere party?
Like Gina Marie, of course.
I know.
I'm so
jealous. I wish I could go. I will be there in spirit.
You will. Absolutely.
And I'll be watching on, is he doing that on the live show page, Your Reality Recap?
Live show page,
yes. /live show. And what time will that start tomorrow?
That is going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
6 p.m. Eastern.
Because we're going to talk and hang out with past house guests and talk with them and bring all this comedic fun, and then we're going to take a little break, watch the premiere, and then come back on and talk some more.
Fun. I'm so excited. Is it a 2-hour premiere, or are they just doing an hour?
It's an hour both nights.
Okay. That's weird. I have no idea what Eric probably knows exactly what's going on. But are we like voting people in or something? I've been so busy. I haven't even been able to like read anything. I'm serious. Eric put me on that project, and it's like all I've been working on.
Oh, yeah?
Good, though. Yeah.
Awesome.
It looks good though. Are you looking for questions?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Do you have questions?
I don't think I do. And it's nothing.
So
Now
So-
Dana's giving me instructions.
I love that you're a host with no notes. Like,
Oh, did I? My nose is right there.
with what?
My nose is right there. See, it's right here.
I didn't say nose. I said notes. Notes.
Oh, I suck with notes. So we're just doing this on the fly, and I wasn't sure how Doug. Oh, there he is. I wasn't sure how this phone thing was gonna work.
I have no idea what happened. My phone started smoking, so I got a different one.
So you both are
That's okay.
smoking now.
No, my phone literally smoke was coming out of the back of it, so I went and got my other phone and turned it on.
God.
It was probably the overactive video camera that's on it.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
So Doug, besides Last Comic Standing, what other shows do you watch?
Believe it or not, this is sad to say, nothing.
What other interests do you have besides comedy?
Well, I mean, I say I don't watch other shows. I watch like I'm like a binge watcher when it comes to TV shows.
Okay.
Like Orange is the New Black. I hate Netflix because when a new season of something comes out, they put the whole season on, and I'm like stuck for 3 days straight just watching show after show after show.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I do not watch that one. I've been told I need to watch that too. Right now I'm on House of Cards, which I think is amazing.
I've heard amazing stuff. I haven't started that yet.
I haven't either.
A house for 2 days. Don't, because it's addictive out of the gate.
And that's on Netflix as well, right?
It is. Netflix only. Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
House of Cards, and I think they've got another one on there. I didn't go looking for it too hard because I was like, no. I'm finishing House of Cards, and then I'm not watching anything for three months. So.
And then you're going to unlock yourself from the house.
Now that I do comedy full time, it's real easy during the day just to lay in bed and watch 80 episodes of a show. And it's just like, no, I need to get out and be productive and be writing new material and whatnot. So it's like I don't want to get turned on to anything else just yet. So
I have no recommendations for you. Unless you just want to get more addicted to Netflix. But you don't. You know what, Doug? I remember you saying something about wanting to form a little, make me a Midwest comedy tour around little towns and stuff like that. Has anything panned out?
Yeah, I've got, with smaller places, you got to watch what you do because they'll screw you on pay. So I've got 5 confirms that have already paid some deposits, and I'm waiting on 12 others. So that should be coming out in the next week or two with some dates where you can come see me and my hetero life mate, Romy Lee, come do some comedy.
Okay.
I think this phone is getting ready to crash too.
What a train wreck. It's just been a train wreck.
We'll get through this together. Calm down.
We are going to get through it. Well,
what are you drinking? What are you drinking, Melissa? Water?
Just water. Just water, sorry.
I don't even shake my mixer anymore. I have a button that stirs it. Can you hear it?
What is John drinking?
I'm going to be drinking martinis in just a moment.
Oh my God,
I was drinking vodka. I was drinking vodka and soda, but we're on to the king of beers now.
Oh, once you do that, you can't go back. You can't go back to the vodka now. You're stuck.
Well, I got to slow down. I've been drinking since 1 o'clock today, so it's time to shift the beer.
1 o'clock Eastern?
Well, it's been a stressful day. I wouldn't usually start drinking at 1 o'clock, but today has been a very bad day. So.
Oh, I think I know.
Tell us what a good typical day is for you.
Yeah.
Promoting CDs, trying to book shows. If I've got a show at night, ultimately that's the best day. But pretty much during during the day, it's kids, writing new comedy, and just being a loaf till about 6 o'clock tonight, or 6 o'clock at night when it's time to head out for a show.
Do you have a show tonight?
I do not. That's why I'm here talking to you guys.
When do you have a show?
You're on a show.
When am I on again? I'm off for the next 2 weeks, and then July 9th, I'm filming a TV pilot called King of the Road. There we go. Reality TV, King of the Road. It's like Last Comic Standing meets Survivor, where you're voted off every week and get to move to the next town.
Nice.
That sounds interesting.
Tell us more about the reality show on your reality recap.
Tell us more about that.
What a dumbass I am.
You have a manager that can help promote you.
It's produced by a Kansas City comedian named Tidy Dillard. He's got 2, maybe 3 networks interested in it. We're shooting the pilot July 9th. We shot one back in November of last year, and we're shooting it again because the footage didn't turn out very good, but these 3 networks were very interested in it, so we're shooting it again with, I think, 7 different cameras, and a lot better this time, and hopefully it gets picked up. But the concept of the show is 5 comedians start in one city. They do challenges. They have a set. They have to go out on the street and do impromptu comedy. And at the end of the episode, one's voted off. The 4 move on to the next city, and you pick up another comic. And it would run for like 12, 13 weeks. So.
Are they voted off by each other, like Survivor?
No, they're voted off. There's 3 celebrity judges in each city. Decides who is leaving that week.
Do you have any of those celebrity judges in the pilot or not?
We will for the the pilot on the episode, and when I say celebrity, that's not really nationwide celebrity. 3 Kansas City celebrities, like I think the mayor, Sly James, is going to be one of them, one of the radio DJs, and I don't know. I just show up and perform and hope the show gets picked up. Short of that, I don't care.
So when will you know if it gets picked up?
Probably November, December. They're talking about.
What?
November or December.
Yeah.
Are you having a fit, John?
Well, who's going to be editing it, Doug?
What is it? Lab Magnificent. Lab Magnificent out of Kansas City. That's the company doing it.
Yeah,
sorry, guys. You're on a
professional, not me.
Yeah. Sorry, you guys are like on a wicked delay. That's why I'm like stopping and starting. So I apologize.
It's okay. It's your phone.
I know.
We'll just have to deal with it. What time do you have to go, John?
I have to leave in like 15 minutes. Because I got my drinks to get on in Manhattan.
You're kind of delayed for me, too.
Where are you staying at in New York, John?
I am at a hotel in Midtown. And I'm
you don't tell everybody where you are?
So popular, Doug. I don't want them to rush the hotel. The ones.
Well, no. I meant what part of New York City are you staying in? There we go.
Midtown.
There you go. Nice place.
Yeah, I'm right by Carnegie Hall.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice indeed.
So nice.
So nice.
Melissa's just mad she's not there.
I am. I love New York. I've only been there
I do too. Let's go.
Twice. Hey, well, I got some things I'm working on that I can't really talk about yet. But they're will probably
You're
be an
further,
opportunity for that.
you're further west than me. Hop in the car, pick me up, and we'll go now.
I don't have a vehicle. I can't do that.
Steal someone's car. It's all good. It's 2014. Commit a felony. Get wild.
Oh, yeah, that's such a good idea. I've been such a good kid. I'm not going to
By the
totally it
time
all up now.
by the time we reach Illinois, they'll finally report it. We'll ditch it, get another one, and we'll be good all the way the rest of to New York.
We're just going to Thelma and Louise it up to New York then.
Let's do it.
Oh, shit. I can't do that. There's no way. I've got too much going on. But I will go to New York again.
Let's go. I'm actually going in October for 3 weeks. Go with me.
What are you going to do with those 5 kids of yours? Are they going to come too?
Duct tape in a closet does wonders.
Oh, that's awful.
Sure does. Amen.
we'll just set them in front of a couple Disney movies, and they can just stay at home and watch them.
Does well for a marriage too.
Or it's New York. We'll take 2 of them with us, and we'll sell them to some Iranian human trafficking ring, and we'll have money to live on for a month or 2.
Yeah, for a month or 2. Well, how old is your oldest?
14.
I was going to say, is he 14? He's old enough to watch those kids.
I think he's actually watching this right now. He's kind of a stalker / fan. Anything I do, he's got to get involved with. So, Dylan, if you're watching, hi.
Hi, Dylan. And the other Dylan, who is at Vidcon in California. That's what he's doing. I don't know what Vidcon is. I'm assuming it's for YouTubers.
He's doing what?
It's called VidCon, like VID con. It's a bunch
Is that
of
like
YouTubers.
some sex fest or something?
No, but he knows plenty about it. Kind of what he went to.
He knows plenty about VidCon or Sex Fest.
People that make up videos and stuff and put them on YouTube.
Oh, okay. VideoCon. There we go. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a video con.
I didn't know if it was like some venereal disease convention. I was like, man, wow, that's
Well, I think that would be anonymous.
You would be anonymous?
Yeah, like there would just be like glory holes and stuff. Like nobody would want to show their face at a venereal disease conference, right?
Right. I mean, I wouldn't, I guess.
ooh, man, that's what it is. It's all this video camera stuff. This phone's getting hot too.
Well, what else are you doing with it, Doug?
Well, let's set up a private call and I'll show you. How about that?
Oh my
Oh.
goodness, Douglas McGillicuddy, comedy. How you doing? How you doing?
John's getting ready. Look at John, dude. He's like prompting himself up. He's getting ready to go out.
He always does that. Like, it's not just
You know,
going out. He does it all the time.
well, I'm at my laptop with the camera in front of a vanity, so I shouldn't have a mirror in front of me.
Oh my God.
I know.
Of course, if I had hair like John's, I'd be doing that too.
It's just I have to get it thinned out.
Oh, your problems are so horrible.
They're real. My problems are real.
Your problems are very real. Oh my God. Well, if your phone's gonna I don't want you to kill 2 phones on one call.
Sweetheart, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone? Did he drop? I was looking at other pages.
So you're the host with no notes, and your guests all over the place.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess, I don't know. I guess just me and you have to talk till he comes back.
Okay. What are we talking about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
You're the host. What do you want to talk about?
I would just like to reiterate again that I prefer Last Comic Standing when we got to see them living in the house and interacting with each other. I really don't like this new format. I think it's kind of boring, actually. I mean, I was working on my stuff last night, trying to watch it and pay attention. It was just like...
Yeah,
really?
you know what? Yeah, I kind of miss that. There's some things I miss. There's some things like, when they just had them randomly like perform like in a laundromat or something.
Yeah, that
yeah,
stuff was fun.
And those kind of challenges I think are coming after. We've just finished the semifinals, number 2, this week. So next week we're gonna really start seeing some fun stuff. So
I hope so.
Yeah, and Doug is doing a really great job with his blog. It's really funny. I really like his perspective.
He tells it like it is.
Just a crude, funny redneck. Just hilarious. Like, I love that. Like, I love it.
That's how we do it here in Kansas. Yes. Very redneck.
I love it. I love it.
You would love my town then, because that's all it's full of.
Actually, like, performing like in smaller towns like that, like they loved me. Like I did all my like super gay comedy and look at me, I'm super gay, and they'd be like, yeah, look at that. But when I was
well, you're an oddity around.
I know. But when I started, and this was early on, like years and years ago, and then I started doing my super gay stuff in like West Hollywood, and they're just like, and I bombed the worst in front of gay men, like the worst bomb I've ever bombed, and I had to really like I have to really like switch up my comedy with the gays because for me they're tough. They really are.
Well, I guess you have some.
Jon, how long?
Ask your question.
Am I on?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Jon, how long have you been doing comedy?
4 years.
Good man, good man.
Yes. Now,
You'll have to come perform in Kansas City sometime.
I will.
No, don't. Stay away from here. This Kansas City's a shithole. Nobody wants to be here. Oh, can I cuss on this or no?
Yeah, you're fine.
You've done everything else, Doug. What's a little profanity?
No, Kansas City's a shithole. Nobody likes coming here. Every big comedian tries to steer clear of here. We've got 2 clubs. One's great. One's a snake pit. No, stay away from here. Everybody that does comedy that starts in Kansas City leaves and never comes back.
So how old is your youngest child?
How old's my youngest? 8.
Okay, so you got about 10 more years, and then are you going to leave Kansas, like, once they're 18?
Well, the kids split time between me and my ex-wife. During the school year, they're most of the time. In the summer, and when we get towards the end of the school year, I take them more. So I'm free to go whenever, as long as I'm back at least once a month to spend some time with them. During the school year, we're good.
Oh, no, that's wonderful. So, and that's good for your comedy because you're able to leave. So, I want to know what's your comedy style? Like, what do you talk about your kids, your ex-wife?
I talk about my kids, ex-wife. I get compared a lot to Bill Hicks, Lewis Black, Stanhope. Okay. I'm angry and just, man, angry and dirty. That's about the best way I can describe it.
Okay. Like crude dirty or just like funny, witty dirty?
Oh, I get crude dirty. I will get real dirty on stage. I kind of, you know how it goes. You gauge the crowd and do what you think's going to fit best. And some nights I clean it up. Other nights I throw it in 5th gear and make people run to church the next morning.
What style is Dale?
Who?
What would you call it? Dale Hilton? The guy who's you're trying to sell?
Dale, I would put Dale as a angry. Dale is like motorcycle gang comedy.
Motorcycle gang comedy.
Now, what's that like?
I was going to compare him to Blue Collar, but I guess if you had to put him in something that people would understand, Blue Collar, but he gets dirty too, so he's like he would be dirty blue collar comedy.
So I can't even think of anybody to compare that to.
Like, what other comedian is a blue collar comedian?
All right, imagine Ron White with a lot of filth and sex jokes in it. That's Dale Hilton.
I love Ron White. I love it. The drinking and smoking on stage with his whiskey and love it.
That's me. That's me. I call it pouring funny down my throat. I have a ton of drinks before I. A lot of comedians are like, "Don't drink before you go on stage." I'm like, "Screw that. I'm funnier when I'm drunk."
Some people are. John usually is.
Well, like a lot of the clubs I do, they know, put a bunch of booze in Cheatham's throat. It'll make for a good show. He'll get all angry and mad and rant, and it'll be a hour and a half of people going, "What the hell just happened?" And it actually makes for a good show.
So tell me about, like, we were just talking about the time that I had, like, one of my worst bombs. The crowd just didn't like me. They were silent. I literally, throughout my set, would stop myself from talking and say, I just want to say what a great crowd you guys are. Because, and I even had, like, the bomb sweat, like that Kathy Griffin talks about. Doug, do you have a time that you just remember, holy shit, I just fucking bombed? I you only have, like, 15 minutes, but it feels like 15 hours.
2 months ago, Longhorn, Vernon Davis out of St. Louis hired me to do what he said was a bar show in South St. Louis. Yeah. And usually I love bar shows. So me and Dale Hilton go up there to meet Longhorn to do this show, and we show up, and it's not a bar show. It's actually a fundraiser for the Jefferson County Community Partnership, and they are doing a silent auction fundraiser. It's a bunch of 80-year-old white God-fearing folk.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh, God, they're just not going to get this. So Longhorn goes out and opens the show, and he does a dirty joke, and they liked it. And I'm like, okay, we're in business. A female comedian goes on and opens her setup with an abortion joke, which is just, it was great. I got to tell it. She goes, my friends post pictures on Facebook showing sonogram pictures about, hey, we're pregnant. She goes, but people get mad at me when I put a picture of my dirty tampon on going, guess what, I'm not.
Oh, my God.
And then follows that up with something, she's Catholic, and her grandmother was on her, what are you going to give up for Lent? And she goes, I guess this pregnancy.
Oh.
And from there on out, total silence. Dale Hilton goes up. Dale Hilton goes up and wins them back, and I'm like, okay, so I go out, open with a dirty joke, and it was just 25 minutes of pure hell. So, you know, it is what it is. Not all nights are winners. Some nights are good. Some nights are bad.
But when you see, like, a comedian who, like you said, kind of has to clean it up and win them back, do you think, okay, maybe I'll just ride on the line of what I usually do? Or do you just say, fuck it, I don't give a shit. We just heard about abortion jokes.
Well, I mean, like that night, I started out dirty and they didn't like it, and by the time it was done, I geared it back into something they enjoyed, and I'd won them back. So it's you. If you're on stage and you don't know what to shift into to win the crowd back, you've got no business being a professional comedian.
Absolutely. I had gone and prepared a set, got to the bar, because I like the bar ones too, and the whole bar was women, and I'm just like, everything I have to do is geared towards gay men and dating, and I switched it back to just kind of like this horrible dirty date that I had, and I grabbed the stool and I got to the edge of the stage, and I'm like, ladies, let's just get real intimate for just a moment, and you know, you have to switch it up. Absolutely. Totally.
No, and that's it. I mean, now the only thing I cannot do is if you ask me to do 30 minutes of clean comedy, I'm going to fail miserably. I can do 15, 20 clean.
Or is that a challenge?
Challenge. I know I can't do it. I am not a happy enough person to write clean, happy comedy to be a headliner. I've got clubs that want to book me, and they're like, well, we need 30 minutes of clean. I was like, well, then I'm not coming to your club because I just cannot do it.
That sucks.
What kind of club requests comedy?
All the time. I got dirty and I cleaned it up too, just to get booked.
Comedy isn't clean. Comedy is a very dirty business. I don't understand
Well,
that.
there's some
Business
people.
itself
There's
can
some
be
people.
dirty.
Yeah, there's some people that want to go out and hear clean comedy, and I respect that. That's just not me, and I'm not going to be something I'm not. I'll clean my turd up a little, but I'm not gonna, make it squeaky bleach clean.
Well, no, I mean, nobody wants to hear Disney comedy, but they want to hear, just really funny, witty perspective comedy too, At least a lot of people that, are booking comedy and stuff.
And that's why I'm looking at New York, really enjoying going there. I think my style of comedy would work good in New York. It's angry.
I think
Everybody
so
in New York's angry. It's just...
They're a little tougher here.
I've been out to the West Coast and done, LA and whatnot, and I don't fit in out there because it seems like everybody out there wants to hear about Priuses and Starbucks, and that's just...
Yeah.
That's not me, so, I'm...
Nope, I hear you. Hey, Melissa, I've got to drop off, but I've had so much fun on your show. Doug, you're hilarious. I love it. Great job with the vlogs on your realityrecaps.com.
Thank you, sir.
You're doing a great job. We really appreciate it. Your perspective is really funny, and I love it. Melissa, thanks for having me on.
You're welcome, John. Thanks for filling in for Dylan.
You're very welcome, and Dylan will be back next week, I think, right?
I think so. I have to check with him when he gets back. I don't know.
All
But
right.
he may not. I don't know.
All right, you guys. Well, you guys enjoy your evening. Doug, nice to meet you.
All right. Bye.
Mwah. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye, John. All right. How's your phone, Doug?
What?
How's your phone?
It's hot.
Yeah? Is it going to explode?
Is it just me and you now?
Yeah.
Kinky.
Oh, God. I really have nothing else to talk to you about. Well, there's other stuff, but we can chat about that because it's the stuff I'm working on for you.
That's right.
Which, by the way, if anybody watching this knows what font the Clorox bleach logo is in, I really kind of need that information. And I don't need the corporate logo font. I know, I've seen the document. I don't need it. That's not what it is.
Dude, it's no wonder nobody puts me on TV or in movies. I look like a bloated mess on this camera.
Well, it's a phone camera. It's not the best. Your phones don't have the best cameras.
I look like a bobblehead. It's horrible.
Well, and you're also like, I'm all widescreen, and you're all squished.
Is that better?
Yeah. Sort of. I mean, at this point, I don't know how to fix it.
Is there anybody watching this?
But
Do we have questions?
I don't think so. I don't think we have a single question. I've been
I look
looking.
like I'm in a mugshot.
And a what?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Phone problems.
All right, can you see me now?
Yes. I could
All right.
see you before. Sort of.
My phone's doing weird stuff.
Well, then we should probably just let you get off of it.
Okay.
But why don't you go ahead, tell everybody where they can find you on, like, Twitter and Facebook?
Twitter, Drunk Comedy. Facebook, Doug Cheatham. My website's www.finemaltcomedy.com. And not only will you find me there, you'll find some other great comedians like Dale Hilton and Longhorn. Support those guys. Forget about me. I'd like to see them get ahead. I'm not worried about myself.
Aren't you
And then
guys having a race to see who sells the most CDs?
We are, and I'm not going to disclose who's winning that because that would be, I'd be, how do I put this nicely? The other two would be failing miserably.
Oh no.
I didn't say what to.
No, you didn't say what to. So everybody that's watching, you should go check that out. Maybe buy a CD. Because you can buy a digital download too, right?
Yeah, only on the website. Well, you can get mine off iTunes, Google, Amazon, all that good stuff. You can get Dale and Longhorns right now on the website, and then on July 1st, theirs comes out. In fact, I just finished. Oh, by the way, your picture ended up working. I don't know if you got that message.
I did.
Thank you for saving my ass.
You're welcome. Did my best. I'm glad it worked.
You did. Good job. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
I got to plug. I got to plug Melissa, man. If you guys need graphic arts, design, whatever done out there, get with her. She's amazing.
Thanks. Yes, you can get in touch with me. I can do all kinds of flyers. I used to make band flyers all the time for my friend.
And she looks 21. I'm afraid to be talking to you right now. I'm afraid Chris Hansen's going to step out and offer me cookies.
Any minute now. And iced tea. And iced tea. Cookies
All right,
and
are
iced
you done? Are you going to let me go, or do you need me to stay?
No, I think we're going to wrap it up. It's been about an hour. My bird
Okay,
is
good
having
deal.
a panic attack or something.
All right.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks, Doug, for dealing with your phone problems and joining me today.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.